I'm joined now by John Panek. He's the Deputy Director for the Carbon Sequestration Leadership Forum Secretariat, of course, at the U.S. Department of Energy. Thanks so much, John, for joining us.
Well, thank you for asking.
Now, this has been a very busy conference here. Tell us, what are the key things you think have been so important at this symposium?
Well, this symposium was exceedingly important because what it did is it brought together a vast array of experts in CCS, and I think it's going to have very long-lasting implications going forward.
There still seems to be some obstacles. Despite the advance that has been going on, there still seems to be some obstacles and some concerns. Maybe things are not moving quick enough.
There's always frustration that things aren't moving quick enough. I think what we need to do periodically, though, is to step back. Just the fact that we've had this conference and that there's been 2 symposiums by the IEF over the last year has demonstrated the momentum that's being generated by the CCS activity and the International Energy Forum.
Do you find, talking to your colleagues around the world, and of course you coming from the US, that there's a lot of the issues that are actually the same?
There are a lot of issues that are the same, but then again, there's a lot that are localized. There are regional differences.
Now, what are the key issues that everybody, governments, oil companies, organizations, that everyone really has to be keeping in mind as we look ahead to the big meeting in Mexico, because that's really where the next step is?
One of the messages that I think came out of this conference is that all of the nations are going to have to work together at unprecedented levels. What we are going to need is everybody's best scientific, technical efforts and also political to move CCS forward, because it is a critical part of the solution of climate change.
Just give us a brief feeling in terms of what's going on with regards to North America and perhaps just in comparison to other places in the world.
Well, it's very interesting, especially at this conference, because one of the things that we learned at this conference is there were 3 major projects that are sequestering more than 1 million tons a year. One is in North America, one is in Europe, and one is right here in Algeria.
And it must be very encouraging, actually, to see one of those being in an emerging market. I mean, that's quite phenomenal, actually, isn't it?
It very much is. It's very exciting, and we're looking forward to the opportunity to going down and as part of this conference, and this conference put on by the International Energy Forum. What they've done is they've incorporated a special visit to one of the best projects in the world.